Our next guest has been entertaining us since she was just a kid, and so was I. AnnaSophia Robb starred in 2 beloved films at the age of 11.
She formed a bond with a special dog and because of Winn-Dixie, and she had a colorful role in the remake of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Then later she'd go on to play a young Carrie Bradshaw in the hit series The Carrie Diaries.
Well, now AnnaSophia is digging up drama in NBC's Grosse Pointe Garden Society, premiering this weekend. She plays Alice, a high school English teacher and member of a suburban garden club where scandal and murder are in bloom.
Here's what they don't tell you when you join a garden club. Once you mix a bunch of different flowers together, we all may look perfect on the surface, but you never really know what's growing underneath.
Welcome.
Thank you. So nice to see you again.
It's good to see you too. It seems like, since we started on this earth, we have always been fascinated by a whodunit.
Always.
What is it about, and especially this one, you think that attracts people?
I think for Grosse Pointe Garden Society, it's kind of a popcorn murder. So we really have a lot of flavors in the show where there's a lot of comedy, drama, it's saucy, we got some romance, it's funny. But I remember when I first read the pilot, I just flew through it. I was laughing and I felt emotional. And when I got to the end, there was a cliffhanger and I was like, I need to read. Like, I know I'm just auditioning, but can I get the second episode? Because I need to know what happens. And I feel that way even now. We're still waiting to we're still filming. We're getting a couple more episodes, and I'm like, what's going to happen? I need to know.
So you don't know what's going to happen ultimately?
I just found out literally last week.
Were you surprised?
So surprised. We're placing bets as a crew and a cast.
That's so fun.
We're all on pins and needles trying to figure out who dies.
I love that. Do you, this obviously has garden theme here. Do you have a green thumb? I would good in the garden?
I've learned from my Nana and my mom and my grandfather. I would play in the garden. Oh yeah, look there. My cousins had a farm for a little bit in high school, so we were always out there weeding and planting things. And yeah, my grandfather planted a flower garden, like a little fairy garden for me. So I love flowers. I was very excited. I was like, get me in the dirt. I'm happy to be dirty. Like, I want the tools. I wear my little overalls, and it's I love it. I love the show so much. I'm so excited for people to see it.
Well, I think we've all enjoyed getting those early sneak peeks, but it's crazy to think it's been 20 years, right, since the release of both Because of Winn-Dixie and the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory remake.
Yeah.
Like, how did those films shape your career? Is it possible to look back and have that perspective yet?
I think recently it was somebody told me, I saw on Instagram, it's been 20 years, and it just sort of shot me back in time. But I think I really had such a wonderful experience on both of those sets. I think I never have wanted to do anything else. And I think it's because of those early experiences, like working with Cicely Tyson and Eva Marie Saint. Like, these incredible, I had no idea who I was working with at that age, but they set such an example of respect and joy and collaboration. And that was like my first experience on a film set. And so I think I've taken those lessons with me throughout my career, and it's just a joy. Like, I get to meet so many interesting people, and it's such a team sport, and it's pretty cool to be a part of projects that people come up to me who are my age now, and they're like, you're part of my childhood. And that I feel so honored to be part of that for so many people.
Well, speaking of your childhood, do you want to take a little trip down memory lane with us? This is not your first Today Show appearance. Roll that tape.
And I kept on asking my mom for an agent. And finally, when I was 8, she said, all right. And then I did an acting class, and that was for 3 months. And then after that, LA agents and managers came out, and I got picked up by one of them, and I went out to LA.
Wow.
Let me just say, your jaw may be on the floor right now, but you look just the same.
You haven't changed.
I have not changed. No. Wow. And I think I was the same height. I was a tall kid, and then it just stopped at 5'2".
Well, to help you keep growing things, we have a little gift for you. A little gardening Gerard, our resident garden gnome.
So kind. plant these. Oh, and I love poppies.
Oh.
Thank you.
Congratulations. It's so great.
It's so great having you here again, Anna.
Thank you. I know. Happy to be here.
That's right. You'll come back again in another 20 years. We're on this
Sooner, please.
And you'll look just the same.
Yeah, and I'll look just the same. I hope so.
Don't forget, you can catch the premiere of Grosse Pointe Garden Society this Sunday, 10 p.m. on NBC, then streaming the next day on Peacock. Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.